What's going on, man? This is the 3 hours with GDayHoopScout, man. Reaction, reviews, and recap. On today's first, the pilot, which was supposed to kick off on January 1st. We're doing it today, January 7th. No big deal. But on the pilot today, we just want to do some reviews on 15 players in the 2027 class that I feel like, with the high school season that they're having, should make a big splash going into the spring and summer. Now, with that being said, spring and summer, you also got to make the right decisions on where you want to play, what type of exposure that it brings, and make sure that you get the best of the matchups. Also, having a good coach helps go a long way too. Playing with the right program, man. But yeah, so that's what today's going to be about, man. Just gonna take a little dive, not too deep, man. No reaction videos today. It's coming though, trust me. Um, we're just gonna give a little review, no recap on today either. Hope that everybody goes into this new year, the second half of the season, and they just ball out, man. Go crazy. Let's get after it. Let's chase after the state championship runs, national titles, whatever it is that you're playing for. So 15 rising 2027 prospects who are on track to have a big spring and summer. Now, there's going to be some kids, their names that I probably won't mention. I don't mean that these kids aren't having good high school seasons, and it doesn't mean that these kids won't project in the spring and summer. Also, this is just my 15. I don't want to even put a top. This is just 15 kids who I feel, just me personally, just my personal opinion, who I feel should have a big splash going into the spring and summer. A couple kids that's not on the list, but I'm just gonna name them. Of course, we got our national kids. You got Reese Austin. You got Isaiah Santos. You got Chase Richardson. You got Peyton Jones. Like, those four kids are top 100 kids in the country. Whatever platform you want to go with, 24/7 on 3, ESPN, Rival, whichever one. They're in there on one of those. So those four kids, national kids, don't really necessarily need my help or anyone's help to kind of push or get coaches to kind of be thinking about those kids. Another kid who I feel is going to be top 100 when it's all said and done, especially he should before June hits, and that's Landonville, a Houston Christian. He should be a top 100 kid in the country before the month of June hits. He should be. Um, Once again, that depends on what he does this early spring, in the summertime, on whatever circuit that he's gonna be choosing to play on. And then some top prospects that are not on this list but are on coaches' radars already. So I chose not to talk about those kids as well. Like Roy Shelton, coaches talk to me about him all the time. Chris Williams out of Stratford High School, another point guard, coaches talk about a lot. And Damon Miles at Clear Falls High School. So those kids are already kind of like, maybe schools haven't necessarily pulled the trigger yet, but they're definitely, by multiple schools, have talked about those kids. Or that's the kids that they bring up to me, not me bringing up to them. Now, here goes my 15 kids who should track to have big spring summers. It's in no order. This is not a ranking. I wrote the names down. It's not in any order, not an alphabetical order. It's not a ranking. Um, First off, Dylan Jones Bynum, uh, 5'11", 6-footish point guard out of Cinco Ranch High School. Um, Kid does it all for you, man. Um, the one thing that makes him really tough is he's a very, very tough on ball defender. Very tough on ball defender. Can fill it up on the offensive side as well. Um, 3 point, mid range, finishes at the rim. So 3 level score, do all that. Um, Nice dribble combo to pull ups. Makes good reads on the floor, running the show. Uh, would like to see him play more in pick and roll sets, to get a real true assessment, like with an actual big. So where he chooses to play this spring and summer is going to be huge for him. Um, so we'll see where that kid lands. Dylan Jones Bynum, Cinco Ranch should definitely make the playoffs um, with him on the roster. Next up is Sheldon Cobbin, 6'4", two guard, Randall High School, uh, Randall 5A school. Another kid who likes to play on the perimeter, but also a little bully ball action going on in his game a little bit. Uh, I like the competitive drive that he has as well. Definitely can clean up some areas in his game, but that's every single kid. There's no perfect kid. Even the kids who are on national radars. There's no high school kid that has an unblemished game. But he's another kid. Depending, I know he normally plays with Fort Bend, Texas Heat for the summertime. But if he could potentially play with another kind of name, I think would truly help him tremendously this summer time. But that's not on me. That's a decision for him and his people. I know his dad coaches Fort Bend, Texas Heat. They play well. I just think that he needs another really good complementary piece just to show that he can play off ball and to display. It just will make his game look a lot smoother in front of college coaches this summer. Broderick White, 6'4" guard out of Lake School of Sports Science. Yes, I said guard. I know a lot of people label him a forward. For the longest, a lot of people labeled him a power forward. Skill set has definitely improved tremendously, man. Just watching the maturation of this kid from the top 80 showcase that I throw here in June, and then watching the trickle down effect from there, him from going there, him playing at TBC, then him playing with Coos Elite in the Pro 16, 16U championship games, and that the whole leading up to that. Watch him this year at Legacy School of Sports Science. Just a couple games that I've seen and film that I've been seeing. Like, yes, bully ball action definitely has gotten way more comfortable playing on the perimeter, knocking down shots, finishing above the rim, finishing through contact with these. Like his game a lot, man. Another kid that should definitely make some noise this spring, summer. Next up, Dan Mangala, 6'8" power forward, Westbury Christian. This kid should be on every shoe team in Houston. He should be on your radar. If he's not, you are missing out. You need to go to Westbury Christian. All right, I normally don't do this. I normally don't say things like this, but you need to get over to Westbury Christian, check out his game. 6'8", power forward. Has a traditional big man build, but light on his feet, moves well, can handle the basketball, good feel for the game, can stretch out the floor. He can be a stretch forward for you if you need him to. Bangs, rebounds, block shots, nasty anywhere 17 feet and in. You can pretty much kind of cash, man. Really good post skill set, finished over right and left as well. He is the only. He's not the only, but he's one of the true bigs that we have in 27 who definitely will make a lot of noise, no matter where he plays. But if you a shoot team and you need a big, definitely need to give it to Westbury Christian. Check out Dan Mangala. Up next, Carter Savoy, 6'4" shooting guard out of Atascocita. Very athletic. Another kid who can light it up from three, gets it going. His ability to finish around the rim is becoming more polished, which is making him a more dangerous scoring threat on the floor. Yes, athletic, can dunk the basketball, but him finishing through contact wasn't a strong suit in his game. But now it is becoming a stronger asset for him. So that makes him more of a threat as a scorer. He should definitely have a big year this year. Playing summer spring ball, solid handle, makes good decision, is really good on the perimeter on the defensive end as well. Like this kid a lot, man. Carter Savoy, 6'4", 2 guard out of Atascocita High School. Up next, Justin Thomas, 6 foot point guard, straight Jesuit. Um, you want to talk about a maestro who just orchestrates everything on your offense. This is him. And not just I'm gonna orchestrate, get people involved, draw double teams, kick out, find my guys, make really good reads and pick and roll. I can also score the basketball. And so he understands that as my primary option is to get everybody else going. He's the kid that kids want to play with. That's the type of guard that he is. He's the guard where kids, hey, I want to be on his team. I want to play with him. Um, so definitely make a big splash this spring and summer. Next up, Evan Batier. Man, I like this kid a lot too, man. 5'11" point guard out of Fort Bend Bush High School. Um, his athleticism continues to rise, continues to trend upward, man. I like what I see from the kid. I like the way that he handles the ball. He got a little bop in his game, a little and he gonna get you off balance. Really good at countering the defense. If he hits you with something and he sees you not bite, he knows how to counter it. Or if he sees you biting too much, he knows how to counter. He reads the defense really well. That he's able to make moves. Shifty guard, can knock down the tray ball, finish around the rim. Like I said, athleticism is starting to come into play for him, which is going to be really huge down the line. Because as soon as he starts punching on people, that's going to be his game's going to look a lot different. But I just like the flow, like a kid who plays with I don't want to use the wrong word here. It's not a cocky game, but it's a very confident game. Like I know what I'm about to do to you on this floor. Like in this game a lot. Next up, Christian Brown, 6'1" guard out of Clearbrook High School. Excuse me, out of Clearbrook High School. Another kid. This is a kid who has been fighting and battling with little injuries here and there. And I know that sounds bad when you say that, and the coach may hear that. But I don't mean like no, he's out for no season injuries. Not those type of things where like ACLs and tearing stuff. I'm just talking about little nagging things where he hasn't been able to compete at 100%. Lately, he's been competing at 100%, and he's looking good. And everybody had Clearbrook at the bottom. He's a part of the reason why they're rolling and why they're considered to be one of the top teams in the state of Texas right now. Another guard, good feel, comes from good pedigree, and so he makes good reads, scored the basketball, very athletic. Kid plays defense. Another point guard who should make a lot of noise. Next on my list, Hector Duran, 6'7", small forward out of Langham Creek High School. Hector is looking like freshman year Hector. Like freshman year Hector, almost everybody went after this kid. Shoe teams, top independent teams. Everybody was going after this kid. His sophomore high school season, the trending upward didn't continue. It kind of like freshman year and then sophomore kind of plateaued a little bit, and now it's going back up. If he can keep this momentum, keep playing with the physicality that he's been playing, he hasn't been playing soft, finishing at the rim, finishing through contact, going up to dunk on people, can play on the perimeter, has a really good feel, nice smooth game. If he continues to go upward, it's another kid who's on track to have a big spring summer. DeMarcus Sloan, 6 foot point guard, North Shore. I mentioned that Bop earlier. He the one. He This is the swagged up point guard. This is the one who's tough to guard. First step game. Um, almost. I hate to do NBA comparisons, but so I'm gonna do Georgetown Iverson ish, like mean first step game. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go pull up some Allen Iverson Georgetown clips. Not the NBA. I'm talking about some college clips of Iverson. Um, a lot of bop in this game. Um, really good downhill driver. Gets in the paint a lot. Can finish over defenders. Is becoming more of a consistent shooter from well beyond the 3 point arc, not just toting at the line. Like there's kids who can hit the high school three at a good percentage. I mean, he can, but that's toting at the line. I'm talking about shooting NBA plus range. Um, that's when I consider you a shooter when you're hitting those shots at a more consistent pace and not just I'm right at the line because every level is the line continues to go further back. So you can't just be a toting the line 3 point shooter because then at the next level you're not a 3 point shooter because you toted the high school line. Now you done got pushed back 2 feet, and I know you're like, oh, it's just 2 feet, yeah. But if that's not something you've been doing at a high rate, you're not gonna start doing it over bigger, faster, stronger, quicker to the closeout defenders on the college level. So you got to be able to stretch it beyond that, and that's what he's doing. Really like the feel that he has for the game. I like the pace that he plays with. He knows how to speed up and when to slow down. I like that a lot about him. And that's DeMarcus Sloan, 6 foot point guard out of North Shore High School. Next on my list is Jaquarian Lincoln, 6'7", small forward out of Humble. Yes, a lot of people kind of started to talk about this kid after the summer was over last year. But a lot of people have kind of died down, to say the least, on him or haven't been praising his game as much. Game's still the same, more polished, more physical. He's starting to handle the basketball more, be more comfortable with the ball in his hand. As he continues to increase that skill set, he will continue to trend upward, just as well as his shooting. If he continues to shoot the way he's been shooting from 3 point, it's going to continue to trend upward. But just the feel when you see him college body ready already, big physical specimen who is starting to get guardish skills. He already had some. You know, he could put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, bump you, make a move. But now it just looks more polished than what it was. It's not a finished product, but it looks way more polished. But he's another kid. You talking about getting posterized? This is a kid, he would definitely posterize you. And he's a kid who is definitely, I feel, that he will sneak into the top 150-ish area. He gonna sneak in there. Uh, fall of next year, he'll be in that conversation. Um, across the country, not no state of Texas stuff. Talking about nationally. If he does what I think he's gonna do this spring and summer, and on the platform that he will be playing on. Next on my list, Marwan Fadika. Marwane, excuse me if I said it wrong the first time. Marwane, another 6'2" point guard, Katie Jordan. You could tell that this is a kid who's been around people who love and know the game of basketball. Just his mindset, the way he thinks the game on the floor, uh, the way that he moves, just how he makes reads. Like he got it. And he can score the basketball. And his athleticism continues to improve. And he's starting to fill out, become a little look stronger in the body. He's another kid, dangerous, sleeper prospect, man. Sleeper prospect. Like he's gonna be tough, especially this spring summer. His projection should go up um, really high. It should shoot up really high and really fast for this kid. I like the way he plays the game of basketball. I like what he does. Like, not none of these players are finished products, but if he continues to polish and polish and polish and polish, it's not just gonna be shiny. It's game. It's already nice. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Next on my list, uh, Jonathan Bracey, 6'2" guard out of Cypress Ridge High School. Another kid who I've watched grow up from middle school, seventh grade, um, to where he is now. Like another kid who has just a lot of maturity in his game. Um, Bracey isn't and I know this kind of goes against a lot of college coaches. It's not a big time 3-point shooter, but his 1-2 dribble pull up mid range is money. Money is money, and I know coaches like, well, I'd rather him take three, and I'm gonna get off subject just a little bit here. I said the same thing to my son. I told my son, if you can get to your spot 1-2 dribble pull up and you hitting, do it. What the coach gonna do? Tell you out the game? No, because the coach needs to win. And so now you're getting buckets, and he's playing defense. And so now you're helping your team win. And guess what? Stand on the floor. Guess what? End up scoring a 40 ball. So my godson was going through the same thing. Um, currently playing Division I basketball this season. Told his parents, man, shoot the ball. Tell him shoot the ball. What the coach gonna do? Take him out? Okay, yes, you're shooting 40% from 3-point. That's great. But if you know that you can beat a guy, get him off balance, and pull up, and you're going to hit that shot, and when you shoot that shot according to the numbers, you're shooting at 75%, why not take it? Why not take it? So, like that a lot about the kid, man. Keep playing the way you play. Trust me, it translates. It does. It does. Long wingspan for Jonathan Bracey. Good feel, good handle. Like I said, mean mid range game. 1-2 dribble pull up. Tough. He's physical, strong. So even if he's being contested tightly, when he pulls up, he still rips through the contact. He gets his shot off. Next on my list is Josiah McGowan, JoJo McGowan. 6'1" point guard, 6'2", 6'1", 6'1", 6'2", JoJo, whatever you want to claim, dog. 6'1", 6'2" point guard, Houston Christian. Another guard that has a really good 1-2 step on his dribble. Can shift guys. Knows how to play off the bounce. Knows how to play off the ball as well. Doesn't always have to have the rock in his hands. So some will say that makes him more of a combo, but he's better with the ball in his hands. And not better as in a scorer, but better as in better for your team when he has the ball in his hands. Good decision making skills. He's gonna make sure hey, we finna run this set. Whatever the coach calls, that's what we doing. Just really good mind game of basketball. Scores well on all three levels. 3-point mid range, around the rim. Good defender. What I like about JoJo a lot is that he is very talkative. That's going to go a long way, especially early on in college. He's not going to have a problem as a communicator. So keep doing that. Keep playing your game. Love your game. Love what you're doing. The last kid on my list is Troy Bell Jr., 6'7", small forward, Dickinson High School. Another kid who likes to play on the perimeter a lot. Rightfully so, he's hitting jumpers. So if I'm knocking down the 3-pointer with people in my face, why stop? Like, love what he brings to the table. He has some athleticism. He will dunk on you. Definitely will. He's a really solid defender. Mid-level and perimeter defender. Just has to get a little bit more stronger to compete down low as a defender. Like anything mid level perimeter though, he's a really solid defender, on ball defender, a really solid defender within the mid level of the game. Um, has a long, wiry wingspan, um, and so he affects a lot of shots. He gets a lot of block shots as well. Has good timing. Um, so like his defensive presence is really good, and it fits well within the mold of what Dickinson does, and it will fit well at the next level also. Um, he has a nice little back to the basket game as well. I won't give away too much on him because then I don't want people to have a whole scouting report. But other coaches, high school coaches who may watch, um, but definitely, man, he's a tough assignment nightly for anybody who has to guard this kid. And I think going into the spring summer, he's gonna continue to traject upward, and he's gonna be another one who leads with something. And so those are my 15 rising 2027 prospects who I feel are on the track to have a big spring and summer. Now, that doesn't mean that some kids that I may not have mentioned, but they definitely are on my list, doesn't mean that they won't have them. It's just from what I've seen so far in the high school season, to me, these 15 kids are who are like on they're teetering on the cuff right now. They're teetering. And a lot of that is going to have to do with transfer portal and now kids being able to come back from G League and overseas pros coming in to play college basketball. College is going older. I told y'all this was going to happen 6 years ago. But people told me I was crazy. It wasn't. Nobody was listening to me. Same thing like I told y'all they want to do a farm system, which is going to happen sooner than you think. It's closer than you think it is. People still think I'm crazy. It's never going to happen in America. It's coming. It is. It's going to be a trickle down. Um, and when you see it, you be like, dang, G-Day told us about that. But this is my this is just my top 15. Or I don't want to use the word top. This is just my 15 rising 2027 prospects. Now, with my closing statement, my final closing statement with this is make the correct decisions on where you're going to play summer ball. That is going to matter a lot for you. All right? That's going to matter a lot. It's going to matter a lot. Make the right decisions. Make the right decisions. Don't try to do this on your own. Make the right decisions. All right? That's for everybody on this. Anybody, not just people on this list. Make good, sound decisions. That's going to help that's going to help you and parents. That's going to help your kids be able to play at the next level. Now, everybody on this list right here, these 15, can everybody potentially go Division One? Yeah, they potentially could. There's no guarantee in it. So some of these kids may fall D2. I don't want to say fall like it's a bad thing, but that's where they may end up going. Some of the kids may have to go JUCO. There's nothing wrong with that either. Everybody's stepping stone's not the same. Everybody doesn't get to the same place at the same time, nor the same way. You may have to go JUCO and then go D1, and you still may have the better college career than someone who just went straight D1. There's going to be kids on this list, or even some of these top kids who I didn't mention, who may go straight D1, but then they got to do a bounce back and bounce back from a D1 to a JUCO. And then when they bounce back, it may not even be to the level that they went to out of high school. They could be playing low major D1 or not even playing at all. You just don't know how none of this is going to take place. But with that said, appreciate you for your time. You have been tuned in to the reaction, the reviews, and the recap with GDayHoopScout. Till next time,